3 weeks ago, we sent out a podcast discussing the new property tax relief bill that will be taken to the voters in November. This bill will significantly reduce the property taxes for Texas homeowners for the 2023 tax year. As this relief will be retroactive for this year, any proration of taxes between seller and buyer this year and prior to when actual taxes are rendered will result in the buyer owing the seller some refund of the credit given at closing. It's rare that a buyer would owe the seller money when actual bills come out at the end of the year. Usually it's the other way around, and oftentimes it's not enough for the parties to make the effort for adjustments. But if you listened to our podcast about this 2023 relief bill, you heard that it is estimated, based on average home values in Texas, the annual savings will be about $1,300. Understanding the impact of the tax relief bill, we have received questions about how title companies will handle tax prorations for closings for the remainder of the year. Since this bill actually has to go to a vote before it becomes effective, prorations at closing will still be based on the most current information, and generally that's last year's taxes. Some people have asked if the title companies can hold money back from the seller to refund from the buyer to refund the seller when the actual bills come out, assuming the vote is affirmative. Title companies are not equipped or set up to hold monies for future payments. The escrow accounts for title companies are regulated and are established for the purpose of handling the closing of a transaction. The title company's escrow account is not authorized to escrow for future payments. As you know, the TREC contract binds the buyer and seller to make adjustments when the actual tax bills are rendered to true up the prorations made at closing. This is an enforceable provision. The issue really is there's no third party to handle that adjustment for them. Alternatively, if the parties to the contract agree, the title company can prorate taxes based on any number to which the parties agree. The parties could agree to a reasonable estimate of what the taxes will be when and if the voters approve, and the parties could instruct the title company in writing to use such number. Still, when actual tax bills are rendered, buyer and seller will have an obligation to make appropriate adjustments as necessary. However, by using this agreed-to estimate, perhaps the adjustment will not be as significant as it would be otherwise. Remind your clients that prorations made at closing are simply estimates. The contract binds the parties to make appropriate adjustments when the actual tax bills are rendered at the end of the year. Thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you at the closing table.